Hello everyone. I have just decided to film a few things that I purchased. Oh goodness, I'm going to get the brightness. Isn't this a beautiful plate? And a lot of the gold is gone around, worn off of the edge, so I know it's kind of old, but I just very rarely find anything like this at a thrift shop, and I found this and I was so glad somebody else hadn't picked it up. So I thought I would show y'all some of this beautiful jewelry that I have found. Oh, I could not believe when I discovered all of this at was at the Goodwill, and it was in, I'm going to show this in a minute, but anyway, it was at the Goodwill and it was in a 10-pound bag. I saw another girl with it in her basket, and actually I thought, I must go over there where that was at, because she told me there was some more over there. But anyway, one time I got there was 2 bags left, and another lady had just picked up one, and so there was one left, and of course I got it. And never knew what would be in it because you couldn't see anything much in it. And I'll show y'all some of the other stuff in just a minute. But these are just beautiful. Some of these pieces of jewelry that were tucked inside. I'm not sure if this was one of them, but I just got this not too long ago at the Goodwill, so I think it was one that was in it, but I know these were. Aren't these just beautiful? They'll be so pretty to take apart if I want to. They are really pretty pieces of jewelry. Look at this one. Red, white, and blue, y'all. And it's got those little, I think it's focusing, those little, I can't think what those are, those little things that have got the little rhinestones in the middle. I can't even think of the name of them all of a sudden. Anyway, this was pretty. Oh, this is pretty. This is not stretchy, but it is so pretty. It'd be pretty in a round and old picture, make it oval. Anyway, some of them had words on them. Faith, hope, and let's see what's on there. Love, and the beads around it are so pretty too. And this would be pretty to take apart and use the beads on something else. It's got some of those lampshade beads on that one. I didn't realize it till I was just holding it up now. But there are some pretty beads on there. And then these were pretty too. Well, that's 2 together. Let's see if I can get it. This one had some crosses. Love turquoise. Isn't that pretty? I was not upset with this bag. I don't know what anybody else got, but I sure wasn't upset with my bag. Good, pretty red beads and different things. This is a stretchy one. It's easy to take apart. And then there was lots of necklaces, but I didn't bring them all because I can't show them all, but this one was quite pretty. And there's nothing wrong with them. But won't this make beautiful, look at those little round, and they've got that opening there where you can open them and shut them to use on journals or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. My youngest daughter does take some of them home with her, so she uses them too. And they're pretty to use for all kinds of things. This is really pretty too. It's not a really expensive piece of jewelry, but I could see this hanging on a bottle or something. She's been doing a lot of bottles up with lace and such. But that'll still be pretty. And then this one here, it had the sets out of it, but I feel like it was kind of an expensive piece of jewelry from what it looks like. And it may be even a, you know, sometimes they're gold carat and you don't even know it until you have a tester. And I thought that was really pretty to set some sets back in it. Those had the real neat sets where you knew that where they were set in there, so you knew it was that somebody took the sets out. And this one here, with those kind of mother of pearl type pink, but isn't that pretty? See the mother of pearl in it? Anyway, of course the chains are good too. And this one here, I can tell these are glass beads for the heaviness of them. But the chain is beautiful. If I wore jewelry, some of this I might wear, but I don't wear jewelry, so I used to a long time ago, but don't anymore. And I thought these were pretty. There was a lot of things that were the Indian turquoise and such. These beads are pretty. I have a lot of those, showed those Indian. I might lay this on that, where those dolls they're at, that if anybody looked at that video where I showed all my Indian dolls that are from the 40s and 50s and 60s, souvenir dolls. Anyway, I thought these are so pretty. But there was something that I was amazed at. All these rings, bracelets, bangles is what I call them. They were in there, and I just started looking at them and thought, what am I going to do with those? This one was real pretty. It had it's one you can open and shut, and it has a real pretty bow on it. Oh, I got it upside down. And some of them had the rhinestones around them. But I got to looking at them, and I thought, this one has a little set in it. And I started looking at them, and I thought, what can I do with that? What can I do with them? So I started with this. Took a little, one of those crocheted little dollies that I'd cut apart and added some lace. And needless to say, Alice gave me this. It was on a paper clip, and I just took it off the paper clip and put it on here. And then I added the pearls and the lace. Just kind of made it a little dangle. Somebody calls them dream catchers, but I just call them beautiful things when they hang. But didn't that work out cute? Somebody might like my idea there. It didn't. It was not very hard to make. And I should make some more since I've got so many of those. But isn't that pretty? I just thought it turned out so pretty. And then this one here I started, but never got finished with it. I was going to add more things around it, and it was kind of like a choker. It had something on it, and I took the little thing that was on it, but I added this sniplet thing that I had made, and I was going to add a pretty dolly around it and some more dangles hanging down. But that's as far as I got with it. It was just adding that to it. But I thought this turned out pretty. It's going to be pretty when I finish it. So I get involved in all kinds of stuff. I never stay focused on one thing. That's my problem sometimes. I get too many things started. But don't let anyone dull your sparkle. A friend of mine at church gave me that as a card one day. Well, a box of cards. And she said when she saw that, she thought of me. So, anyway, I thought that was a neat thing to show with all the jewels that I'm getting. But anyway, here was something else. Not the, I bought that one time at a resale or thrift shop. It's really pretty. And I just use it for, but this right here looks like somebody was thinking bear claws, but it's some kind of, it looks like it might be cut out of stone. Now this also came in there, and there's a, arrowhead, and it's leather, and chain. So that's pretty. This too was in there. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Looks like little stones, but it's beads. And then this. There was a lot of stuff that was Indian, I guess you'd say. But check this out and check the little feathers. Aren't they darling? I love it. Isn't that pretty? Of course, I'd never wear anything like that, but I know some people would. I just thought the little feathers hung on there was just too cute. And I could take those off and put them on something else I'm making. And this right here was just real pretty seed beads that looked like somebody might have strung it with those amber beads in between. And beautiful seed beads. Beautiful seed beads. So pretty. And I haven't even attempted to take these apart because I'll have to have the special spots for them. But look at all these seed beads. Look at those. Can you believe all that? That was in those packages for 10 pounds. Quite cheap too. I got them all. This is pretty. I would not have put the gold in it, but whoever did it, they must have liked that. So that was their... Looks like these are homemade. And so I just stuck them in there for beauty. And then there was a lot of chains, which chains are always perfect when you're doing something to make those dangles or whatever, and to use for other things, for hangers or whatever you want to. There was a lot of chains, but that's just 2 of them I brought over here. And this is another chain. Also, there was stuck in there was 2 flowers. I like these flowers, though, that showed me something I might could use with some of my material. These are just cut up petals and made. It's real soft material. And they have clips on the back of them. And this one, I've about decided I'm going to put it on a... I'm making something over here. Let me check my time. It's a clipboard. And I'm fixing to add more laces and stuff to it, but I thought this flower would be so pretty with that. What do you think? I think so. I could either clip it up here or put it somewhere on there. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to add some real pretty laces to this. I love this picture. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, just love that picture. Probably got it off of Pinterest. I'm not sure. Anyway, I thought that was so pretty. Of things that I bought. Oh, let me get the, quickly get something down here. See if I can get this over here. Kind of heavy. Look at this. This is more of it. That's a headband, but how pretty with all the little seed beads. Look at, check this Indian piece out. I think it was an earring. I can't even imagine wearing something like that. Some of these things were just beautiful. Oh, there's so much in here. Check these out. The little animals. Oh, there's a pig, a horse, a rooster. Let's see. That is a piece of corn. I guess it's going to feed all these little animals. They would all eat corn, that's for sure. Beautiful rhinestones, pink. And this had regular $6.50. Somebody had marked it down. I don't know where all this stuff came from, but it was probably not by one person that gave it. Well, I guess then I'll have to show some more because this is getting too long and I guess I better leave and come back. Y'all stay extra safe in Jesus and I will finish the jewelry in just a second. Bye-bye now.